Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts.
Otherwise known as the Commonwealth.
And there's only one man who can save the entirety of it, armed only with his trusty laser musket. This is Can You Beat Fallout 4 with only a laser musket?
Unsure of what year I woke up in, I find myself in a cryogenic chamber, just as I see my wife get brutally murdered in front of my eyes and my child kidnapped, only to stand there and take it, sending me on a deep, dark depression that I may never ever come back from. Oh well. And I could have very well just, punched the rad roaches, but I decided that, that's not part of the rules. So I crouched around and then shut all the rad roaches out and waited until it was a-okay to put on my Pip-Boy. Now that we're actually in Sanctuary, I find Codsworth, who has been having a rough time since the bombs. He just goes off the deep end. And if anyone's wondering, out of the Your Special book, I took an extra point of luck. Continuing on, I make it to Concord, where this weird man named Preston Garvey is yelling at me from a museum balcony saying, "Help me please, there's raiders in here." And I'm like, sure, okay, whatever, dude. Because on the ground, I see the beautiful weapon that I will be using for the rest of the run. The short laser musket. And I mean, this will be the only gun I use. God help me. And with that first level up, I take one perk into Rifleman, giving me a slight advantage early game. Clearing the raiders out in the museum goes about as well as you expect. I have a fucking musket, and the raiders don't have much in terms of energy defense. So I really just, one-shot most of the raiders with a charge too. It's honestly really good of a weapon, like starting off. As it should be. It's a base weapon that you get off right off the rip. After dealing with all the raiders in the museum, the Deathclaw fight that followed actually did not go horribly. Now, looking at the ammo I currently have remaining, it does not look like it would end up being, a pretty good fight, pretty easy fight. But you do realize this is Fallout we're talking about. A game made by Bethesda. So there's bound to be a few hiccups here and there.
What the shit? Oh shit! God, I can't.
After getting enlisted by the Minutemen, I make my way towards the Cambridge police station.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that car's on fire. Oh shit. I thought it already blew up.
I said I make my way to the Cambridge police station to help out Paladin Dance and the Brotherhood of Steel. Why? Because I am running out of ammo and I need a lot to do what I, wanted to do. And ArcJet Systems is the perfect place to get a fucking shit ton of ammo at the very beginning of the game. Why? Because you're fighting synths and they drop fusion cells. It's fucking amazing. ArcJet goes about as good as you'd expect. Do some things, kill some synths, die, go back to the very beginning because you forgot to save, cook Paladin Dance, and loot everything that they have. And and you'll walk out with a shit ton of ammo. Head on over to the Corvega assembly plant. Realize they're just raiders, so, you know, low energy resistance. Just fucking shoot them. It's just Museum Part 2. Like most Minutemen quests, it's, hey, defend this settlement against raiders, or hey, take out raiders. You know, it's easy as fuck. Then go tell the settlers how good of a job you did. And then, just like that, you claimed your first settlement as a Minuteman. If you don't count Sanctuary, that is. And now he's gonna call you General. Hoorah! Next up, we have Nick's quest. I go to his detective agency. He's not there. Oh, gee willikers. I talked to his secretary, and for some reason, I don't even look her in the eyes. But instead of actually going through and going down to the vault with all the triggermen, I get sidetracked and I continue to do some Minutemen missions since they're the ones who I'm going to be siding with. Finally getting back on track, I die to a mutant hound. Finally making it back on track, I go through the vault, and you know, the triggermen are easy. They're just reskin raiders, but instead of pipe pistols and shotguns, they just have submachine guns and shit. Rescuing Nick and I decide that I'll actually try and convince Darla to get away from Skinny.
Darla, you want to throw your life away with these thugs.
Don't try to confuse me! Get him, Skinny!
I said convince Darla to leave Skinny.
Darla, you have a hungry mind. You want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing?
With this one thing happening, this drives Skinny to a deep depression, giving us, 10 seconds to leave. Yeah, no, goodbye, Skinny. Back in Diamond City and in his detective agency, Nick tells me to get comfortable. And oh boy, do I take that literally. Now, I would go over, me going into Kellogg's house, breaking in, doing all that, me talking to the secretary. But most of you guys who have played the game already know about that. You're just here for Fort Hagen. Oh, fuck. Fort Hagen. With my weapon of choice being the Laser Musket, since normally have a pretty good energy resistance. And, if people do go through the game, they would get the multiple charge capacitor for the fucking Laser Musket, so then they could go up to a charge 6, or do anything like that. I got the base booty model version of the Laser Musket. Sits are a fucking problem. And here at Fort Hagen, it wasn't as bad as you would think. But then again, the Minutemen also have to defend the castle mission, which that took forever. Kellogg went about as good as you would expect it to. I mean, he doesn't really have anything for me. And, the critical I got off right off the bat did a shit ton of damage. Other than that, though, it's just Kellogg. With the victory over Kellogg and securing some of his brain matter, the Brotherhood of Steel finally show up in full force for the Commonwealth to do what? I don't know, fuck off. I finally make it to Good Neighbor, and I see someone get absolutely stabbed right in front of my face. Getting to everyone's favorite section where we learn that Kellogg has a heart underneath all that. I don't give a fuck. You can't make him seem any bit. He stole my son, right? And then now that I'm talking to the lady who could actually help me find my son, I decide to rage bait the shit out of her. Only because it finds me immense joy. After learning about the escaped Institute scientist that could hopefully help me find a way into the Institute, I decide to rage bait Dr. Amari one last time, and she hits me with a, well, actually. Making it to Virgil, it seems like we're gonna do some quid pro quo. He helps me, I help him. To be honest with you, I never helped him. I never did find that serum. Moving on, we fought the Gunners, who did not prove to be very tough. I mean, they're just raiders, again, reskinned, but they use energy weapons, so it was just free ammo for me. And the Courser fight is... The Courser fight is just another NPC fight, you know. I took care of him rather easily. Taking the Courser chip, I meant the railroad, and you know, if you don't kill the railroad immediately upon seeing them, Deacon loves to do tricks on your fucking schlong because you killed a Courser. And yeah, no, I just didn't kill them. I let Tinker Tom do his thing, and I was oddly comfortable in the railroad HQ. I then helped the Minutemen take back the castle. You know, the castle actually wasn't that bad. Surprisingly, the Laser Musket did not do that bad. I was thoroughly surprised. Decided I needed an upgrade in power armor, so I teamed up with the mutants and killed a Brotherhood of Steel Sergeant to get his T60 power armor. With the help of Sturges, teleported to the Institute, met my fake son, then met my actual son, who turns out he's an old as fuck dude right now, killed my real son, found out the hard way that was a bad idea, reloaded, and then just left normally. I then did the artillery quest with Ronnie Shaw, got wine drunk, and then ended up at the National Guard recruitment office. Thankfully, I had my power armor with me for this because this was fucking annoying. There were like 3 legendary Feral Ghoul fucking Reavers in there. And then the fucking glowing one. I was like, what the fuck? I've never had that happen to me before. Where it was like all legend, like a lot of fucking legendaries. I was fucking losing my shit. Purified some water for the robots so they could keep on growing crops. Took out some raiders because they stole someone's fucking locket. after they fucking brutally murdered them, like, because, you know, raiders are pieces of shit. We are in the end game, and defend the castle. Holy fuck. Did it take a while to whittle down these fucking simps. Holy shit. And God forbid a courser showed up. That motherfucker at least taking 20 shots. I went into the fight with a shit ton of ammo. And I barely had like 100 when I ended that shit. This fight alone took 1 goddamn hour.
Your shit can't be tolerated. You fucking robot. I have misspoken. I am sorry.
Not only that, I went into this fight with fully repaired T60 battle armor. And that shit was fucking damn near ash by the time this fight was over and done with. But I still did it. And now it was on to the next and final level, making my way into the Institute. I fought my way to the reactor room. The Sims thought they could stand up to the power of the laser musket. And boy, you know, they could take a few hits, they could take a real beating. But I will prevail. I must finish the fight. Thanks to Preston Garvey being a complete bullet sponge, the power of friendship, along with the power of the laser musket, and a little bit of Mirelurk eggs, paved the way to taking down the Institute. I realized the journey itself wasn't the whole part. It was the friends we made along the way. Which is why I decided to take Synth Sean as my own. Becoming the true father I should have been for Sean. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm assuming mostly gentlemen watching this video, we have beaten Fallout 4 with only the base model, butt booty naked. The thing we just picked off the fucking ground at the very beginning of the game. Laser Musket. Holy shit. Now, for some people, this would probably be a pretty easy challenge to do, but I personally found it rather hard at some points, especially with the synths. I think the synths made it pretty hard, but I did thoroughly enjoy doing this because this was, honest to God, the first time I've used the laser musket for more than like the first mission, and then I swapped it out because I don't like using energy weapons in Fallout. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down below in the comments. If you guys have any ideas for what you want of the very fucking, of next challenges, let me know as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.